formed. You may or may not know, both plays were chosen to go to regional festival, and the play you'll see second tonight in Quinns was chosen as the best production in North Bay. I think you'll see why. You'll have to bear with us a little bit technically. We had a couple of lights go on us this afternoon, and we've tried to adjust accordingly, but if there's the odd shadow, I hope you understand that it's sort of like Murphy's Law, you know, and you can't go wrong, go wrong. So thank you for coming, and hope you enjoy the show.
The new mountain he was climbing, and they were all named Sure. Well, for example?
Last week, Mope and I were playing in Mr. Roberts' front yard.
You were supposed to play in Mr. Roberts' front yard. That's right.
Well, we were pretending, and it was the dead of night, and there was no light anywhere, except for the moon coming up from behind a cloud. And there's a tree in Mr. Roberts' front yard.
I'll be a tree.
And something moved behind the tree. It made a strange sound.
That was Mr. Roberts?
Mr. Roberts doesn't sound like that. The sound came from behind the tree. And Mope and I decided that no matter how scared we were going to have to go and see what it was.
Keep off the grass!
That was Mr. Roberts.
No dogs on the grass! No people on the grass! No trespassing!
It was awful, Frank. There was a huge flash of light, and suddenly Mr. Roberts turned into a dragon.
The tree turned into a dragon! That's not the way the story goes! You turned into a dragon, eh? Nay! I did it, you did! Why not? You hatched next January!
Yeah, and Mope was too.
Whereas trespassing on the grass or on the path in front of my cave is absolutely forbidden and completely prohibited. It is hereby announced that all dogs and people who run, jump, stand, crawl, stand, sit, who are you?
Who are you?
Roberts the Dragon.
Robert's the huge, green, fire-breathing, people and dog-eating dragon?
Yup.
Who do you think I am?
Dinner.
Yeah.
You're not a dragon.
Well, if I'm not a dragon, you're not a dragon. You look just like me.
I do not.
I'll prove it. Here's a mirror.
I don't have any relatives. I have one dragon name, and that will pass till next January. Happy New Year! Hi. Roberts the Dragon.
talk to Mope, the reason for this fight. We take the fights apart, Mope. Get past easy find out long, Mope.
C'est ça, mesdames et messieurs de la bouche du chien.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Straight from the dog's mouth. The second round is customary for Pip to be handed a magic sword. It's expected that Roberts will concede at that point. She has the sword. Drawing the sword. It stops. He's retreating. He's going back. He's retreating. Big blade, no. Hey, clean! This clubhouse should be clean.
That's Captain King.
He's cleaned the streets and sheets and everybody's feet and the wheels of the automobiles. And now this green grass should be clean.
Come on, Pip, that's Captain King. So Mr. King.
We've been working all summer because we knew that if we did, we'd build my clubhouse. Here it is, just as I pictured it. Now all we gotta do is carry in the winter provisions. We got soda pop and pop tarts and popcorn, big bag of popcorn, and popovers and sugar pops. Oh, popsicles. Then we'll be ready for winter. Hey, clean. Everything should be clean. Absolutely, completely, positively, and utterly clean. Clean as a whistle.
This is my friend Pip, Captain King, and a dog Mope.
How do you do? What do you do?
Do?
Well, you aren't cleaning.
No, sir, Captain Prince, sir.
My name is Captain King.
Pip and Mope would like to stay with us this winter, Captain King.
What does she do?
Do?
Everybody does something. Flip is working. Flip likes working. Flip is singing while he works.
Well, Pip here's really...
Is she a housemaid?
No.
Is she a bean picker?
No.
Is she a window washer?
No.
Is she a storekeeper or a postman?
No, sir, Captain General, sir.
My name is Captain King.
Pip and Mope are really...
Is she a mixed match? Is she a mom?
No.
Is she anything?
She kills dragons and tells stories.
There's no such thing as dragons.
Well, she tells stories about them.
Well, anybody can tell a story.
She tells good stories.
She can't stay.
But, Captain...
Nose to the wheel and shoulder to the grindstone.
It's okay, Captain Admiral, sir.
My name is Captain King.
Mope and I'll do just as we always do.
And that's impossible. What you need in the winter is a big warm house full of food. And a big fireplace to curl up in front of. And a rug in front of the fireplace. And a toasted cheese sandwich and a mug of cocoa just to wet your whistle. And porridge for breakfast. Or pancakes would be nice. That's what you need in the winter. Stories won't keep you through the winter. And if you think they will, you're whistling in the dark. And you'll soon be whistling another tune.
Pip will tell a story now.
No time, not
A story about winter.
I know them all.
No, you haven't. She'll make it up right now. You never heard it before.
Sure.
Oh, just one story?
One story, that's all I've got time for. snowing snow. It was icing icicles. I had icicles hanging from my arms and I couldn't move them. I had a big icicle hanging from my nose and I couldn't move my head. And every time I opened my mouth, I got a mouthful of icicles. I looked over and I saw a family of penguins. So I knew I was in Antarctica. Penguins? Yes, penguins, of course. That's what I said.
What do penguins look like? They walk like this.
That's right. And there were short, stubby little penguins. And freezing cold. And hungry. Over here was a beautiful beach. With picnic tables. And heaping piles of penguin food.
But you can't go. Why not?
Well, because there's a river with rocks and rapids. So what can you do?
Build a bridge.
That's right. So the penguins build a bridge so they can get across the river to the picnic table and heaping piles of penguin food.
After the penguins build the bridge, what happened?
Well, the first penguin crossed the bridge.
And then what happened?
And then the second penguin crossed the bridge.
And then what happened?
Well, the third penguin crossed the bridge.
And then what happened?
Well, fourth penguin crossed the bridge.
The floor? The other side.
He's a very cowardly penguin. He's afraid to cross.
Well, then what happened?
Well, the fifth penguin crossed the bridge.
And then what happened?
Well, the sixth penguin crossed the bridge.
What happens after all the penguins were across?
Well, the snowbird started to cross.
What happens after the bridge fell down? No bridge. No bridge. But the bridge didn't fall down? I wish you knew better stories. Yeah, Pitt knows better stories than you do. I wish Pitt was here.
Well, I can make up a story, another one. You can pick it.
Oh, ask somebody else.
Well, what?
Don't look at me.
Holly,
I don't want to.
I don't need you guys. What can I tell a story about? Bazookas. The turtles.
Beaches.
Beaches.
Peanuts.
Peanuts. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a king. You be a king. Who wants to be? Be a king. Okay. And he had a little box that he couldn't get open. And inside that box was a magic turtle. And he couldn't figure out how he was going to get it out, though, because it was locked. Around here were 3 pyramids. And he knew that inside one of those pyramids was a golden key that would open the little box. So, he called to his servants. Here, you guys be servants. And he said, servants, there's 3 pyramids outside. I want you to go outside to them and get the key and bring it back to me. Real quick.
Servants, I want you to do as he says.
The servants said, okay.
Okay.
So they went in. So they go to the first pyramid. They open it up ever so slowly. And what they find? A bazooka. And a lifetime supply of Captain Crunch cereal. And they eat it. So eat it. And then they close it. They came to the second pyramid. They open it up ever so slowly. And what they find? Nothing. And they didn't touch it. So don't touch it. And then they went to the third pyramid. They opened it up. And what did they find? A huge monster!
And then what happened?
Well, they came back. And they said, King, we're sorry we couldn't find the key. We looked at all the pyramids. We just couldn't find it. We're sorry.
King, we're sorry.
King said, well, I know what's out there, so you go back and find it.
I'm tired of standing here all day.
We're tired of looking boxes.
Yeah, Pitt knows better stories than you do. We want Pitt. 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 We want Pitt.
Okay. Go find her.
Oh, yeah.
Find hope for Alice too, wherever her name is. I never should have told those stories.